If you missed any of the videos, we built the Tesla drift car and it ignited a lot of hate on the channel because guess what? You guys are like me and you don't really f with EVs. Well, we've got the drift car anyway, and I do think it is fun to drive. One time I went to pick up my Uber food at the gate and I used it like a golf cart and drifted the whole compound at night and it was super sick. But we've got a big problem. So imagine me at night, I got a spoonful of pho in my lap, like soup, right? And I go, it's a big bushel of pho. I go to do a backwards entry and guess what happens? I go, because I don't have good seats in the car. So we're gonna solve that today. We're gonna put the spiciest seats on planet Earth in the drift Tesla, and then maybe a couple little cosmetic upgrades, and then we're gonna go try to drive it way more ignorantly than we've ever driven it before until either it breaks, I crash, or
a combination of
something else that's exciting, I guess. That's the plan today. Are you ready for it? Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's Recaro, and you guys have seen it before in one of my cars.
Ooh, not the podiums.
So this is my all-time favorite seat ever. I put them in the Mark V Supra, and I think it's one of the coolest things about the car. It's actually super comfortable, and it looks like something you'd only see in a GT3 RS. However, I have a big problem, and that's that most of my cars are from the 90s, and I could never see myself putting this in a 90s car. Yeah. This like has to go in something that matches its era. And the Tesla, as silly as it is, like literally
matches the era.
A perfectly suited seat for an EV car. This will be the coolest thing about the Tesla, hands down, and I think it will make me more excited to drive it.
It honestly, it's the perfect daily, and you should be driving them more. But
well, the problem is it's too low to drive as daily right now. I kind of myself with that one. First time I'm actually a little sad that I'm getting rid of the stock seats. It's probably one of the comfiest seats I've ever sat in. It's kind of insane. I'm gonna unplug this, hope the airbag doesn't blow up in my face, and then
we'll film it real time.
Where the plug at?
Plug on the back left.
You're a back left. You know, man, I've seen a lot of plugs in my life, but every now and then there's like a new plug I've never seen before, and I just like f around with it for like 3 whole minutes, and then it turns out to be the easiest thing ever to unplug. Like, you know what still gets me to this day?
What?
You ever take apart like a Nissan like center console, the cigarette lighter, like the 2-prong L?
Yeah.
I can never figure out how to get it off. And then I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is so easy.
It's an overcomplicated brain.
Yeah. There's like 7 plugs under here. This is gonna be a while. Fast forward the clip. In the future, always look up a DIY before you attempt to do stuff. Because I was like, man, this is way too hard. There's got to be a way to just unplug it. And sure enough, there's a master plug for the seat that we can just unplug. Look, I know a lot of people don't like the guy, but I'm not even going to say his name because it's a pretty controversial topic. This is pretty gangster. Not having to unplug all those things that I just unplugged.
Even though we unplugged them.
Because you know what I was thinking? I was like, man, I use this car a lot to go to the airport. Maybe I want to put the stock seats back in, but if I have to plug back in 18,000 things, this is gangster. It's honestly not that heavy for like what you might think. Now I gotta figure out how to do this because it says there's a special key. What I found is I can just rip stuff and it usually disconnects. Oh yeah, because that's like, how am I gonna reuse the seatbelt when it's got that whole thing on it? Do I need to attach that whole thing maybe?
That is attached to a
airbag.
But
I think that whole thing I can unbolt and I can use it. I'm just doing some shit. Be alright. Don't worry.
Some douche.
I'm not dudes. Alright, thanks. Okay, love you, bye.
Business calls with Duarte.
Dude, this looks crazy. Bang! I'll hold it like that. Now this is the age-old debate. Will we be able to sit low enough? Part of me just wants to just put a rail straight to the floor. It's kind of like BMW where they look close. Imagine you could just use like an E36 bracket. We got a lot of
Next clip we try it.
I know,
it works.
It'll probably work. I'm just gonna knock the seat up just to see if it's even in the ballpark before I get too ahead of myself. Oh my god, this is heavy. Bro, there's so much metal on it.
Compared to the Tesla seat?
I think it might be heavier.
You think so?
Just because of all that bracketry. Mind you, these are not the brackets that come with the seat. I didn't have them, so I kind of made some stuff work. But oh my goodness!
Let's stack some Lincoln logs.
What is the point? It has to weigh 40 pounds.
That's insane for a carbon seat setup.
That's probably why I didn't use sliders on the Supra.
Probably. Good thing it's going in a car that's already heavy as hell.
Yeah, sure. Weight doesn't really matter when you're in Tesla. So it looks definitely higher than the stock seat.
That's definitely high.
That's much higher than the stock seat.
It looks sick in there though.
Yeah, it does. I don't even want to try to sit in it, bro. Look at how high it
Your
looks.
head's gonna be brushing the ceiling.
Thank God I don't have a cage in this yet.
You can't even squeeze your leg between the steering wheel. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's money right there, dude. How you doing? Every time I gotta film with you now, it's from this angle.
I hate seats, man.
I know, they're annoying.
I'm straight up gonna try BMW brackets in this, and I think I can make it work. I just might need to like shim the back. I feel really bad for all the people that are gonna want to drive this thing that aren't gonna be able to, because I'm gonna mount this on the floor. I'm gonna be on some Denofa where you can't even see over the dash. It sucks for everyone that's not me. God, what is life?
Life. There's roadblocks. Don't let nothing stop you.
This is a problem. This is the lowest the seat can humanly possibly mount because the butt of it is touching this. So I came up with the idea. No one really makes this. Maybe we can make it. This is a BMW style seat mount. This is actually from the big block car. That car's gonna be down a bit while we redo it for PRI. I'm gonna hack this bracket up and I'm gonna make this work so we can mount the seat on the floor. So other than having to figure out the seatbelt stuff, it looks like the carpet gives me enough room to where I would just basically, and the bolts are so close. If there's a bolt down here, that'd be even easier. But yeah, basically it's just gonna bolt like this and then I can just mount the seat rail right to that.
That's sick.
Yeah, honestly, probably one of the better ideas I've had in my life. And yeah, that's it. It's just will require a drill and then I gotta figure out the seatbelt. That'll be a little bit more difficult, but start drilling. Thank you. Not bad.
It works.
You know, it's really funny when you start working on cars. I don't know if you guys have come to this revelation, but in the very beginning, you're very like scared of things, especially when it's like messing with seats. But then at a certain point in life, you've done enough ghetto shit, you've driven enough ghetto cars with seats that are being held in by like bubble gum and like 2 bolts that you realize like if you got 4 bolts holding your seat down, you're probably gonna be alright.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm super OCD about stuff, and I used to be like, well, if I don't use the correct tensile bolt and it doesn't have the right this and that,
It's gonna snap.
now I'm like, yo, I got 3 threads in there, let's go.
Yeah, we're good to go.
I'm ready to do some backies today. Ooh, just got hungry. I'm over this. I hate installing seats. Did we just do this?
Yeah, like 12 times.
What car did we just do this on?
Why do I not remember?
On today's episode of Deja Vu. You know what the most f***ed up part about this is too?
What?
I have no reason for sliders.
Right.
I'm doing this all for someone else. The Tesla's a car that I want my friends to be able to experience, and if I don't put sliders, only my tall friends can drive them. So, alas, I must get this to work. But I think this is already pretty solid. Hopefully I have a second one though. Moment of truth. Will it slide? Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow.
I was a little worried too. I kind of just guessed of it being able to go far enough back. That's as far as it will go back because it runs into the, I guess it just runs into one of the washers that I have. So like technically, oh no, it runs into a bolt that I have there.
We can get a thinner head bolt, maybe.
Yeah, I could recess it too. But like
Yeah.
realistically speaking, this is pretty far back. Like I don't think much people are going to be sitting this far back.
No.
But for the shorties, oh, I didn't bolt it in back. I should probably do that. Stand by. I feel like this is becoming a common theme, and I almost don't even like saying it anymore, but this is another one of those times where I'm like, I'm trying to get something done before I go to the airport, and I'm running out of time. I apologize for the title. I don't really like to clickbait, but with all due respect, I do think that no one's probably ever used F22 seat brackets in a Tesla to slam a carbon Recaro seat inside of it. So I feel pretty comfortable saying it's a world's first. It's not something that I would expect a lot of people to want to do, but I think it looks pretty dang sweet and it fits the car. The only problem I see so far, the car drives, but now that it doesn't have the occupancy sensor, it doesn't know to shut off. So I might need to do that to get the car to turn off.
Yeah.
And then not lose my key, which will be very difficult for me. We're gonna head over to the Sim HQ side. I don't know if you guys have seen it lately in the videos, but it is ever changing and growing with more simulators looking cooler and cooler. And we were fortunate enough to be the host of the brand new Formula Drift track. You've seen it, it's called Long Beach 2, exclusively available on Sim HQ. I actually haven't driven it yet, so I'm gonna go test it. We're gonna make like a little reel, but I'm excited. It kind of seems like a similar vibe to like Drift Masters, E-Town, which are tracks that I really enjoy. Compared to the normal Long Beach, it's just a lot of sweepers and should make for some really good tandem. We're gonna go try it out. This is officially the third life that these TEs are living on. So fun fact, when I ran them on the E36 last year in FD, I actually bought almost all of them used from a guy in, I think, Amsterdam. Every single wheel had been cracked and repaired, but it was like 150 or like 200 bucks a TE, which is like unheard of. So they got used for a season of FD, and then now Josh just stripped them and repowder coated them so they look fresh and brand new to live on again on the refreshed green S15, which you guys are gonna see some update shots of in this video. It's not fully done, but our buddy Jonas has been coming. He's been starting to install the new film, which I'll show you in a few. Since I'm kind of going for that like old school Japan look, I decided to go with the OG blue stickers. I think to this day, there's a very strong likelihood no one on this planet has installed more of these stickers than me. On the same set of wheels now, this is like the second or third set. Fun fact, these are gonna get destroyed, so if they're not perfect, it don't really matter. It's all about confidence. This car is getting 235/40 17s in the front, Accelera, 200 treadwear 651s, and then in the back, we're doing the same thing, just 265 35s. Probably the most common drift split on planet Earth, 265 235. Hey, remember too, my code AdamLZ, always gonna save you big on TireStreets.com. I never know what deal it's gonna be, but there's always gonna be a killer deal. And when you use my code, you're helping support the people that support me to slide as much as I slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys might have seen it in the background, but it's possible you didn't even notice. Spoiler alert, the color is staying the same. We were fortunate enough that Inuzatech decided to make the signature Drift HQ green, also known as BMW Java green, into their new dynamic PPF. So this isn't just wrap, this is basically like a tinted PPF, so it's super thick. You'll see the color and the gloss on it literally looks just as good as paint. But what I've learned is on cars that I like to drive very hard, it's actually nice to have wrap, because when you crack fiberglass, or even when you have carbon Kevlar that flexes a lot, the paint can crack, chip, and you don't have anything holding it together. It probably costs us about the same to wrap versus paint, because we have paint in-house, which is great, but I think longevity-wise, then I don't need to worry. I'm like super anal when it comes to paint, about like wiping the car down and getting scratched.
Yeah.
PPF self-heals, so you can kind of be an asshole with it, and for a track car, it's sick. Mind you, if you have really nice paint, it will also protect your paint. In this case, it's literally the same thing underneath, which also kind of saves time, because a lot of like the jams and stuff, we don't need to do. So it's like, we have a full PPF wrap job with the jams done, but the jams are just like ever so slightly different. If you look, the PPF has a really cool like gold pearl, where the original color doesn't really have that. So it looks a lot flashier. When I saw this car sitting side by side with Duarte's F80, which we'll put a photo on here, I was like, holy shit. His car looks so much glossier and more sparkly than mine. I need it. And then when I saw Oakjohn's car that was silver with this kit and this wing, my brain like said, let's combine the two and it's gonna look sick. We can't put new seats in the car and then not test to see how it's gonna feel. I gotta maybe adjust the seatbelt setup a little bit. Oh man. Man, actually, I should go through the seatbelt hole. That would actually make this a lot nicer. That's the next job.
Hello, good sir.
I wish I went through the seatbelt hole. I can do that pretty easily. Oh no, I stripped both those bolts.
They were a little upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah. I used the Torx on an Allen bolt, not my smartest moment. Oh well, we're gonna test it. I put different Accelera front tires on that have the 351 in the front. This car, I think because of weight, had a ton of front grip. And it also doesn't have a front sway bar, I don't think. So with the 351s, I'm hoping it'll slide a little bit more, which will let me get way more ignorant with backies. Let's check the front grip out. All right, that's what I want. Nice understeer. We got a Drift HQ trailer in the way, so I'm gonna try driving on the other side. You know what? I forgot the fact that we're supposed to be reviewing the seat. I haven't even thought about the fact that I'm getting thrown around, so that must mean the seat's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm comfy. Let's do another. It feels good now. The front slides so easily.
Yeah.
I'll try one on the other side. It's just tricky because where the trailer is, I can't get a really good run.
Mm-hmm.
But it slides now. Really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be able to left foot brake this thing. That's going to be the biggest game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then we're going to be door on door. I'm just scared right now that if I get hooked up and then push, I'm going to crash 2 Teslas. Not cheap. Oh, that hurt. I know it's gonna look like I'm a little, but oh my god. Oh, I just pulled that so hard and just slammed my elbow into that. Sometimes I just have to pull the handbrake way harder than others, and I just slammed right into this.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what the solution would be. It's because my seat's so low.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in the Supra, but I think the Supra handbrake is more up here.
Mm-hmm.
But the way this plate is, I think I can move the handbrake. I need to switch the master on it
Yeah.
to a 0.75. Done. I'm happy. I need to go pack for my flight. Sayonara. Mike's gonna film more from here, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. You wanna ride back so you have to walk?
Sure.
Hop in. Buckle up, buckaroo. Oh my god. I don't even want to try to sit in it, bro. Look at how high it
Your
was.
head's gonna be brushing the ceiling.
I don't have a cage in this yet.
You can't even squeeze your leg between the steering wheel. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's money right there, dude. How you doing? Every time I gotta film with you now, it's from this angle.
I hate seats, man.
I know, dude.